Hello, how are you? My name is Tom Lee, and I'm the co-founder and head of research for FS Insight. You're receiving this video because you were a member of the FS Insight community at some time in the past. And we're sending this because you may not be aware that there have been a lot of things that have been improved and added to our product that have really made the experience much better. And you may not know this because you may have left us before these features were added. So I wanted to kind of walk you through some things and some reasons why we'd like you to think about coming back to FS Insight. I've got 5 reasons here I want to cover. Reason number 1 is that we started to record a daily video, and that's at people's request. They said that our written work, while it's really helpful, sometimes hard to understand our message, or maybe they're kind of busy and they'd rather listen to a video while they're working out or on their drive home. And so we do publish now something called a macro minute. We record that every day, and you'll hear from us. It's really an abstract of our research commentary with charts and figures. And so far, the FS Insight family seems to love it. Here's one message we received, and this person said, "I think the addition of the macro minute is spectacular, but he does wish we had done that earlier during the dark days of 2022. I think that's correct. It's probably a feature that's been overdue, but we actually have it now. And we have another person that has just said they love the macro minute videos. They strengthen and provide clarity and understanding. It translates into stronger confidence on investment decisions. And again, as I mentioned, we do put charts in there so you can understand what we're saying with some pictures as well. Now, that means on Sunday evening, you get a video. Monday evening, you get a video from us. Tuesday evening, you get a macro minute video. Wednesday, a macro minute video. Thursday, and so you get 5 days a week. Now, reason number 2 is we started something called tactical calls because many of you might be looking for some shorter term oriented ideas that aren't necessarily driven purely by technicals. And the technical work comes from Mark Newton, but I do some tactical calls. And I'll give you some examples that we did this year. On April 30th, we put a tactical call on overweighting industrials like XLI because we thought the PMIs were bottoming. And since then, the industrials are up 10%. It's better than the S&P by 100 basis points. On May 7th, we put in a tactical buy in the regional banks, and they're up 23%, which is double the S&P return since then. And you may have been aware that on July 9th, we called for a 100-point rally in 1 week for the S&P on the idea of a soft June CPI print, and the S&P rallied 106 points. Feedback from our clients so far is very good from the FS Insight family. One person here says they never made so much money so quickly, and they love these daily videos. Here's another one saying that we've been crushing it, and they love some of these tactical FANG and industrial calls. And we've been spot on here, as I point out. If you're receiving our work, we make it pretty clear what our tactical calls are. They sit above our sector views, and you can see the stocks we're recommending. Here, I got to zoom in so you can see it. So here, for instance, on May 7th, we listed KRE, and we listed several stock ideas as well, and you can see we track the return for you. That's reason number 2. Now, reason number 3 is we improved our granny shots by introducing something called SuperGrannies. Now, you might say, what is a super granny? Well, let's start with granny shots. If you remember, our granny shots is our core stock list. It's named after Rick Barry and his method of shooting free throws. And when we keep it, the list around 35 stocks. Now, that's been a pretty good list. You can see the first 3 years of its existence, it had 30% returns and beat the S&P every year then. Last year, granny shots outperformed by the S&P. It fell 15%, but the S&P fell almost 20%. And this year, granny shots is up 23%, beating the S&P, and we're only 6 months into the year. Again, we have some nice reviews here. This person said that granny shots helped my wife and me beat the market. But here's the thing. We understand you can't buy 30 stocks at once. That's the problem with people seeing granny shots for the first time. Like, they don't know what ones to start to buy with. Which ones do we like right now? So we decided to launch a list called SuperGrannies. So every month, Mark and I sit down and identify the most timely stocks. And for instance, this is our latest 5 SuperGrannies, Intuitive Surgical, Meta, KLA10 Core, Arista Networks, and Booking Holdings. And we actually do a webinar on the third Wednesday of every month. So you hear from us as we talk through markets and the SuperGrannies. And so we make it crystal clear why we're recommending these 5 names. Again, I think that's going to help you find core stocks to own. And again, we're getting some nice feedback. This is a comment from someone who says they absolutely love the Super Granny Shots webinar. Getting Mark and Tom in the same room, talking same stocks and hearing their opinions is masterful. So we do this third Wednesday of every month. Now, reason number 4 is we're evidence-based research. We don't give you opinions, and I think people forget that. We've got a great team here. In fact, Tireless Ken's not in this picture, but I think he likes to not always be in photos. But an example of our evidence-based research is how the year started. At the end of December, this is the different forecasts from different strategists and their price targets for year-end 2023. Now, the S&P was 3,900 at this time. So the majority of strategists were saying the stock market would go nowhere for the next 12 months. Well, look at who was an outlier. It was us. We said the S&P could exit 2023 at 4750 or higher, and we're at 4536. Nobody, the market's here now. Nobody except us was even close. And, again, we're getting nice comments from people saying that this person's been in the markets for 26 years as a professional money manager, and he says, we provide the best capital markets research. Here's another person that likes our evidence-based research. He's a financial professional, and he says, I'm constantly on the lookout for evidence-based research that gives me clear guidance for my clients. I love the macro, micro, and technical work that FS Insight does. This is exactly what we love to hear, but this is exactly what we're about, is providing evidence-based research. And there's another one from person George here, and people joke that Tom's a perma bear, but he prepared followers for a down market in early 2022, which was correct. We said first half treacherous. And while people were negative on markets, the team prepared us for the positive return starting October. That's correct. And another person that likes our evidence-based work, this person says, without Tom Lee's insight, I would have sold out of stocks at the end of last year. While everybody else was screaming head for the exits, I did not sell. This person stuck with it, and he's so happy he stuck with his stocks because of FS Insight. Everything he said he's talking about us made perfect sense. I'm so thankful to have FS Insight team to read. And another one here, because again, we're talking about evidence-based research. This person's been a subscriber for the year. He said he's made me tons of money with their timely insight. Love the direction and overall product by Tom and Mark. We love their recent additions of Super Grannies and updated stock lists. And today I mentioned they made me tons of money. Let me give you the 5th reason. We actually now have an app. Yes, you don't have to go to the website on your computer, remember your password, type it in, or if you're on your phone, open up your browser and then squint and pinch and zoom. We actually have an app. You can take FS Insight on the go, download it from our website. Here's what the menu looks like on the left side. And on the right side, this is what it looks like when you're actually scrolling through our content. Super easy. And again, our videos are there. See, this first word had a video in it. All right, now I got some bonus content for you. The last but bonus reason to come back to the family is check out our Google reviews. You just type in FS Insight reviews and you'll see us here, FS Insights. And I just want to zoom in here. Look, we're 5-star rated for 396 reviews. That's a lot of happy FS Insight family members. And that's not, of course, our entire universe, but 396 bothered to take the time to say something about what they think of our service. And you might say, oh, well, doesn't everybody get a 5-star? I'm sure you've read Google reviews yourself. That's not true. And especially for investment advisory, here's one. This researcher is only 3 stars. This one is 3 stars. I won't name them because I don't want to malign others. And look at this one. This is only 2.5 stars. So you can see we are 5-star rated. And these others are 2.5, 3 stars. And again, let's just look through some of these Google reviews. This one's been a member for 2 years. He was up both years. Their service is absolutely worth the roughly $2,000 annual membership fee. depending on the size of your portfolio, you can pay for that fee in as little as 1 week of gains. There's another person. His predictions have been dead on accurate. He called the top sector 22 energy, which we did. It was up 58%, and tech this year. And we said FANG could rise 50%. It's up almost 68%. Here's another one who said that they like us, our team, because they think we're sincerely interested in helping subscribers, and they work hard, and their accuracy is unmatched. And to boot, they said we seem like decent human beings, and that's true. We're a very happy firm, and he himself recommends everyone join. So I guess my final point is, we miss you. We heard you. I know why you canceled. You might have thought it was hard to follow us. So we've added a lot of features to make it better for you. Thank you for listening, and please read the rest of the email as well. Thank you.